Testing effects mic.
Yeah.
Effects mic testing.
Send it to me. I think I know to say most of them, but send it to me and then I'll. Yeah. Okay. NIKOLA.POZVER@live.co.uk. Don't ask me why it's UK, man. I have no idea.
I've always wanted that.
Yeah, no, I have no idea.
Okay, of course.
Thanks, man. I like when they're efficient like this. How long do you need it for?
You've got to do the ground announce and I've got to write in the teams.
I'm doing something right now.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, mate.
That's all right. You want the APIA team or not?
I've got it. Do you have dribble? You didn't have to write them down because you've got both squads on dribble.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me just... Yeah.
Well, either or.
But it's only if they updated, right?
They have.
They have?
Yeah, they're unbelievably
How do I
fast.
get these? Yeah.
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 Line up. Then that's the starting lineup.
Yeah.
And then for Central Coast, what's their starting lineup? That's the goalkeeper.
Hang on, so that's starting line up, and then this is the bench. Oh, that's
Yes,
easy,
yes.
easy.
All right.
Beautiful.
No worries.
Sun Group, and Frog Online. APIA Leichhardt looking to open their account for the season. We welcome all the players and supporters from the centralmost Mariners to Leichhardt Oval. And now for the teams. We'll start with Central Coast Mariners. You've got number 2, Michael Carrigill. Number 3, Sher Deng. Number 7, Taj Busek. Number 8, Lucas Shikruna. Number 10, Luca Smythe. Number 11, Dontenian Nikaruta. Number 15,
I don't know how he got that. His name's
Ambapos Atwani.
Neon Kuru.
Number 20, Dillian Perisic Cullen. Number 27, Tay Headley. Number 28, Jordan Small. And number 33, Alexander Gutherumas. On the bench for the Central Coast Mariners is number 13, Yanni Nassis. Number 14, Angus Reid. Number 18, Adil Tosca. Number 23, Arthur Diema. Number 38, Pragan Thampa. And number 40, Daniel Vickers.
Oh, man.
And now for the APIA Leichhardt. Number 1, Anthony Buzanis. Number 2, Saya Kamayashi. Number 4, Josh Simmons. Number 7, Jack Stewart. Number 9, Ben Gibson. Number 11, Rory Jordan. Number 15, Hemba Guatemala. Number 17, Jordan Segredo. Number 18, and the captain, Adrian Uchino. And number 21, Michael Kuda. Number 22, Edward Caspers. And for the bench for APIA Leichhardt, we've got number 6, Anthony Sparacino. Number 8, Nick Sullivan. Number 16, Sean Simons. Number 20, Alexander Parks. Number 23, Dakota Askew. And number 30, Alex Denmead. The coaches for APIA Leichhardt, you've got David DePuzzo and Franco Parisi. The referee for today's match is Eric Saba. With the assistant referees, Matthew Harris and Amber Morris. With the 4th official, Nicholas Cole. Just wanted to remind everyone here today that on April the 18th, APIA have their 70th year anniversary gala dinner at Navara Venues just down the road.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Leichhardt Oval for the round 2 clash in the NPL Men's New South Wales competition between APIA Leichhardt and the Central Coast Mariners. Two teams that suffered defeat in round 1 will be looking to get their first points on the board in the 2024 season. Both teams here desperate to get a victory, in particular Franco Parisi's APIA Leichhardt, who to come in as heavy favourites into this game. We know that their ambitions are to be the best in the state. They'll be looking to set the record straight after last week's heavy 6-3 defeat to Blacktown City. An unexpected heavy defeat, it must be said. It was 6-1 at one point before 2 late goals made the game somewhat respectable. And the result somewhat respectable, I should say. At the other end, it was a fiery one at Plume Park, where the Central Coast Mariners Academy went down to Sydney United by 2-1. 3 red cards in that one. Something that Mariners coach Lucas Villela will have to deal with today. We'll get to the squads in a moment. Both coaches making changes. Franco Parisi's ones, well, they were his decisions. Lucas Villella's hand has been forced due to those red cards. We'll start with the home team. 2 changes for Franco Parisi. Michael Kuda coming in at left back and Ben Gibson getting his first start since joining APIA Leichhardt from Sydney FC. We'll start from the goalkeeper. Number 1, Anthony Butsanis. Number 2, Saya Kambayashi. Number 4, Josh Simmons. Number 21, Michael Kuda. Number 7, Jack Stewart. Number 11, Rory Jordan. Number 15, Temba Mwatamalo. Number 17, Jordan Segredo. Number 18, Adrian Uchino. Number 22, Eddie Caspers. And number 9, Ben Gibson. For Central Coast Mariners, as I mentioned, they've also made a few changes. They've made 3 changes in there, 2 forced changes. Jack Wachowski also not here today in the squad, so you've got to feel that Lucas Villela has had to make 3 changes to his side. As Dylan Perret-Cullen comes in goals. We have number 2 and captain Michael Paragali. We'll just see this as Leichhardt in a dangerous position nice and early, something that would be encouraging for Parisi. Back to the lineup though. Number 3, Chair Dang. Number 7, Mate Busek. Number 8, Lucas Skikluna. Number 10, Lucas Smythe. Number 11, Donatien Nyonkuru. Number 15, Aponza Anwi. Number 27, Ty Headley. Number 28, Jordan Small. And number 33, Alex Guntunas. We'll run through the benches as well. For APIA, number 6, Anthony Sparacino. Number 8, Nick Sullivan. Number 16, Sean Simmons. Number 20, Alex Parks. Number 23, Dakota Askew. And number 30, Alex Denmead. Early pressure here. And that should have been the lead for APIA. Just inside the first 70 seconds. Isn't that a bit of a wake-up call for Dylan Perret-Cullen? Ben Gibson putting him under pressure and almost putting that one away, but he seemed to lose his footing and couldn't get the touch to put the ball home. The Mariners bench. Number 13, Yanni Nassis. Number 14, Angus Reid. Number 18, Adil Tosca. Number 23, Arthur De Lima. Number 38, Prayag Thapa. And number 40, Daniel Vickers. Boutsanis spreads that one wide, and you'll see that despite only making 2 changes to personnel, Franco Parisi has rung the changes in terms of positional reshuffles. Kambayashi moves from the right wing into right back. Here's another opportunity now for the home team. They're really stepping on the front foot. Kambayashi pinches the ball there. Here's Jordan in a good position. Cuts back onto the left. Down to the right again. Searching at the far post, but too much on that ball for Eddie Caspers. Caspers, though, manages to recover it before being closed down by Nyonkuru. Uchino almost caught in possession, but APIA looking to keep it for the moment. Here is the captain again, all the way back to Boutsanis. We'll take no chances and send that one long under pressure from Lucas Smythe. Ball back again to Parade Cullen. He almost got caught last time. And you can see the frustration there from the Mariners goalkeeper. Unhappy with himself and smacking the post in frustration. Here's Kambayashi. As I said, Kambayashi started high, wide and right last week. He's been dropped down to right back. Rory Jordan moving in front of him. Michael Kuda coming in at left back. So a few positional changes there. Ben Gibson comes into the side, into the number 9 role. Jordan Sagredo will drop into the attacking midfield role. So some positional reshuffles for Parisi's team. How will it work out? Well, we'll have to wait and see. So far, they've started this match very well. This is the final game of round 2 action in the competition. 2 games going on as we speak. Was 1-1 the last time we checked between Marconi and Sydney United and Rockdale Illingdon. It was Marconi that took the lead in the match of the round. In the 42nd minute, only a couple minutes later, they were pegged back, and it's 1-1 at Illingdon Sports Centre. Good, healthy crowd there as well. At Sydney United Sports Centre. Well, the Wollongong Wolves have, I guess you could say, put up a bit of a shock result so far. They lead at the break 1-0. David Carney will be very happy with his team's first half display, no doubt. Foul there on Caspers. Simmons goes forward. Muatamalo is thinking about it. And he goes now as well. 2 very dangerous players in the air. Josh Simmons had 2 to his name last year. Ball goes toward Temba Muatamalo, but headed away. And they'll save this from going out for a corner. And now maybe the Mariners can break, but Uchino, with his experience, manages to slow the play down and could be in trouble here. Caspers, just a yellow card though. A rash challenge, it seemed, on Skikluna. We saw yesterday George Timothou sent off inside 25 seconds in that Sydney Olympic St. George City FA game. High foot straight into the thigh. Saw him see his Got an early shower, didn't even work up a sweat, really. As St. George took all 3 points then, consigned Olympic to a second straight defeat. Not the start to the season they were hoping for. We'll run through round two's results for you quickly now as well. On Friday night, the action kicked off between Sydney FC and Manly. It was Sydney that came away with a 2-0 win. Yesterday's action started at Seymour Shore as Sutherland and Spirit drew 0-0. A few red cards there as well, 3 in total. As we just spoke about, Sydney Olympic lost 1-0 to St. George. Well, their neighbours, the other St. George FC, well, they put in quite the shift and came away with a 0-0 draw against, you've got to say, the highly fancied Blacktown City. Keeping them scoreless is quite a feat in itself. At Landon Stadium, Hills went down 2-1 against the Western Sydney Wanderers, and they almost snatched a point late on, but some heroic goalkeeping meant that the Wanderers went home with all 3 points in the bag. 2 straight wins for them as well, and a fantastic start to the season for them. The game has settled down now. It was a nervy opening, no doubt, for the Mariners, but they've come into the game now, keeping possession at the back, looking to build up and cause APIA a few issues. A weaving run there from Skikluna. It was a nice little pass as well from Busek, but read by Kambayashi. Excellent ball. The idea was right. In the end, didn't work out exactly where Caspers wanted it to go, but as I said, the idea was the right one. Jordan was the target. Just didn't quite come off the foot as Caspers would have intended. Wins the ball back there though, Caspers. Now Kuda. And Gibson couldn't bring it under control. Smythe putting the pressure on Butsanis, whose pass was a tough one to control, but Simmons' experience allows him to bring it down and playing a dangerous ball. Again, Parate Cullen under a bit of pressure there, almost stepped out of the area with the ball. Deng looking for options. Finds Headley. Nyonkuru has looked quite dangerous early on. Scored last week for the Mariners against United. It was an equaliser. Only for Patrick Kentelmi to score what would be the winner in the second half for Sydney United. Kentelmi later receiving his marching orders as well. So not the end to the afternoon Patrick Kentelmi would have been hoping for. Chino loses out there to Busek. And Nyonkuru almost getting through and past Temba Mwatamalo. And the ball safe at the feet of Anthony Butsanis. Now Apia's turn to just keep the ball and wait for the opportunity to present itself. Marconi have retaken the lead against Rockdale. It's now 2-1 at Illingdon Sports Centre. Just a reminder that all these games this season will be streamed live on YouTube for the NPL men's and women's New South Wales competitions, as well as the match of the round in the League One, both men's and women's competitions also. Bringing you the best coverage of football in the state. Throwing deep in the Mariners' half now. Can APIA force a mistake and pick up possession? They have. Here's Stewart. Haven't seen much of him early on. I was looking for Jordan. And his pass was cut out. Here's Uchino now. Kuda. Stewart. Cheeky little Rabona there from the experienced Uchino. Didn't quite work out as you would have liked. APIA captain in possession now. Great pass forward for Kaspers, but Kaspers robbed by Skikluna. Kaspers wins it back. Really struggling to get out of that little pocket of the field there, and now we're out. So here's Kambayashi. Plays it forward for Jordan. Dealt with by Guntunas. Antwi plays it into Skikluna, who's brought down by Segredo. Deng. Almost again caught there. Parade Cullen. Got to be careful. The Mariners keeper. Jordan there almost getting beyond Guntunas as well. Simmons spreads it wide for Stewart, but well intercepted. Only for the moment though. Stewart stays on side. Kaspers. Bit of space here for Segredo, who has a go, and that's a special strike from Jordan Segredo. That's how you find the top corner.
Wow.
That's where the Spiders live. And APIA Leichhardt take the lead after 14 minutes here in some style. Jordan Segredo with an early contender for goal of the season. Pick that one out. A special strike. And one that no doubt we'll be seeing a lot of this week. What a way to start this game. I said APIA had started the game a little better. And just as the Mariners got a bit of a foothold on it themselves, they're now down. The space opened up for Segredo. Looked up, didn't think twice, let rip with a fabulous strike. Powerful, straight into the top corner. And now putting the pressure on Skikluna. Referee Eric Saba didn't see anything wrong with the pressure. Guntunas back to the goalkeeper. This time didn't waste any time and played a decent ball forward towards Smythe. Forced Muatamalo to react. Here's Nyonkuru, the danger man. Found Busek, but defended well by APIA. Kaspers plays it forward for Stewart. And Stewart now will run at the Mariners' defence. Play it wide for Gibson. Options in the box arriving. Finds Stewart. Good save this time from Parade Cullen. Did very well, the Mariners' keeper. He stood tall and waited. And came away with the ball. Ball wide here for Antwi, who's under pressure. And he's given it away here. Gibson, the space opens up, cuts it back across goal. But no one there for APIA. They've given it straight back again. Jordan cleared away. Stewart will come once more. Off the bar. Jack Stewart almost placing that one in the same corner that Segredo found not too long ago. That one nipping the top of the bar. The Mariners are really struggling to deal with his high press. And again, they give it away. Stewart comes back once more. It'll be a corner. The pressure is mounting on this young Mariners team. They really are lucky not to be 2 down. They are dangerous from set pieces. APIA Leichhardt in particular, as we mentioned earlier, the likes of Simmons and Muatamalo both up there now. And the corner comes in. Kuda was there. Straight into the hands of the Mariners keeper. Here's Guntunas. Good forward ball. But the Mariners just cannot keep a hold of the football at the moment. The press from APIA is really causing them a whole heap of issues at the moment. Speaking to Lucas Villela pre-game, he said this is the real test for his young side. He's had a couple of boys have to step up into the first team from the reserve grade side. This is where they develop. This is where they learn and get better playing against the best. And at the moment, APIA current champions, reigning champions, I should say. What better test? You really don't want to come up against APIA after they conceded 6 the week before. And right now it seems as though Parisi has fixed the problems as Caspers pinches the ball across goal. Gibson on the volley. Blasts it beyond the Mariners goalkeeper. And APIA double their advantage. In the 19th minute. A fantastic goal. Again, the pressure was telling. Struggling to deal with the high press, the visitors. Caspers pinched the ball, played it across goal, and Gibson volleyed home. What a start to the game for the home side. And Franco Parisi will be a very happy man on the bench at the moment. APIA flying high. And they don't look as though they want to stop either. Gibson scoring in consecutive games now, as did Segredo. So the two scorers from last week also on the score sheet this week. And Rory Jordan will hope to get himself on the score sheet also, having found the back of the net last week. Butsanis. Eugenio looking for Jordan, cut out by Antwi. And now APIA struggling to get a hold of the ball. Nice little back heel there from Gibson. Strong there was Segredo. Still Segredo driving forward. Great challenge. Throw in for Kambayashi. Oh, Jordan. Great feet, Jordan. Still Jordan. Couldn't get the shot away. That would have been a spectacular goal. Fantastic footwork. In the end, just the final piece missing there. Heavy challenge by Kura on Neon Kuru. It'll be a free kick to the Mariners. Simmons gets us restarted here. And it's got to be satisfying for a coach after suffering a heavy defeat the week prior, making the relevant changes, personnel, positional changes, and all the rest of it. Having a good week of training to take a 2-0 lead inside the first 20 minutes. Exactly what APIA would have wanted to achieve here. And they're coming again through Stewart. Ball in toward Gibson. Finds Jordan, though, who unselfishly squares that up. And Michael Kuda makes it 3 from left back. Finds himself in the right place to blast the ball home. Great unselfish play from Rory Jordan to play the ball across goal when he could have went for the shot himself. Fantastic team play from the home side. A fine team goal. And APIA here cruising at 3-0 inside 23 minutes. What a start to the match this has been. They'll be very, very happy with themselves at the moment. And when you look at things, it's a question of how many really at this point. The Mariners have not offered much at all. It's all APIA, and they look hungry for more. Villela getting his bench up onto their feet, I should say. Here's Smythe. Good feet from Smythe. Skikluna for Nyonkuru. Good feet from Nyonkuru. Back to Skikluna. Delivers into the box, but too much on that one for Lucas Smythe. And that's really the closest that the Central Coast Mariners have got to putting some pressure on Butsanis so far. And still, APIA keeper not tested. And Stewart unable to bring that one down. Looked a quite straightforward take, but the bounce got the better of him. The field did get a bit of a spray before kickoff, so it will help the surface play a little quicker. Caspers can't bring that one under control. Error forced there by the Mariners. It was Jordan Small that put the pressure on. Skikluna sends that forward. Header one by Simmons. And Kuda keeps it in. And wins the throw as well on the far side. So well and truly cruising here at Leichhardt Oval are the home team. Illingdon Sports Centre, Marconi still lead by 2-1 with just under 20 minutes remaining. And the same can be said for the Wollongong Wolves at Sydney United Sports Centre. 1-0 there. Well, that's a way to get your goal difference back to 0 as well, scoring 3 quick-fire goals in the first half for APIA Leichhardt. Interestingly, as things stand, and if the results were to finish this way, only 2 teams will remain with 100% records, and that is Marconi and the Western Sydney Wanderers. Here's Nyonkuru trying to get his team back into the game. Ball breaks here. It's an opportunity. Shot blocked though. Better from the Mariners, but they could be in trouble as Stewart now bears down on Deng. Stewart goes for the shot, but held by the keeper comfortably in the end. And again, Jordan putting the pressure on, almost coming away with the ball. Antwi manages to get away with it. Now, Lucas Smythe does well to out-muscle Temple Matamalo, and that's something you don't say often. And Simmons there having to foul, but how about that strength from Lucas Smythe? Not often do you see Matamalo hunched over as he is, getting turned that easily. Great strength from the youngster who we saw at Sydney FC previously. Very talented young player. Skikluna will take the set piece here for the Mariners. Can they trouble Butanis? Ball comes in, and it was direct that goal. I guess it can count as a shot on target. And it's the first time that Butanis has been caught into action. And here's Stewart. Ran into trouble there. And now the Mariners looking to go the other way. Here's Headley. Forward for Smythe. Again, Smythe gets the better of Muatamalo. Great pass into the feet of Mate Busek as well, but Busek just unable to bring it under control. Here's Jordan. Tough pass for Segredo to deal with. Caspers for Kambayashi. Stewart for Uchino. Here's Simmons. Back for Muatamalo. And the intriguing thing so far is we haven't seen Kambayashi get forward that much yet. Only once from memory. And look at Smythe again. Beating Muatamalo to the ball. And there was the first opportunity. The first time that Butanis was at all worried. And Villela praises his players. And Busek there getting onto the end of Headley's low cross. Almost getting that one on target. And should have been on target, I think. Butanis would have struggled to deal with that. And a little bit better here from the Mariners, but they've given it away there via Skikluna. Kambayashi. Wide for Jordan. Great feet from Segredo as Kambayashi is fouled by Antwi. Calm play from APIA, just settling things down. I noticed that the Mariners started to get into the game again. And to calm things down, they decide to slow the play down when you've got experienced players like Matamalo, Simmons and Uchino in those key areas. They're the types of players you want. Getting on the ball and just resettling things in a pattern that APIA wants to see and a pattern that APIA wants to play at. And Simmons here will go into the book. That's his second challenge. I'll be very surprised if he doesn't. And he's escaped a yellow card. I can't imagine he'll get away with another. I think he's a very lucky boy there not to be on a yellow card. Josh Simmons. Kambayashi blocks the pass. Skikluna. Tight areas here, and Kambayashi manages to deal with that and get out of the trouble he sort of found himself in after a few short passes. Muatamalo finds Segredo, who's getting a lot of space in the middle of the park, but that pass to Gibson, who was offside, results in the ball for the Mariners. Just like for the goal where the Mariners were punished, it's Segredo that's getting a whole heap of space. And really, the one that's making things happen. Gibson there, his pass was off. Segredo got there first. Jordan, back for Guatemala. Butsanas clips it forward, and Kambayashi will get on the end of this. Gibson's in the box early if he could play it, but he couldn't. Segredo again. Probably should have played the 1-2 with Segredo. Instead went to go central and lost the ball. Nyonkuru running forward. Pass intercepted by Jordan. And Deng sprays it wide. And we won't be able to keep that in. They just don't seem very synced at the moment, this Mariners team. It's just about been the longest period we've gone in the game without seeing a goal. Poor pass there by Simmons again. And now Smythe looking to punish APIA, but gives the ball away to Jordan. And then Jordan fouled by Lucas Smythe. A couple of words as well from the little number 11. Segredo wide for Kambayashi. Uchina almost coming away with that, but falls to the feet of Nyonkuru, who's brought down by Gibson. Of course, Jack Armson still not back for APIA. He did warm up with the squad today. He did a few extra runs as well on the park. Expect him to be in the APIA squad next week. But where does he fit in when this team's playing so well? Usually plays in the role that is occupied by Jordan Segredo at the moment. Segredo 2 goals in 2 weeks and, well, undoubtedly one of APIA's best players on the park so far this afternoon. Jack Armson will have some work to do. Of course, he was given the green light by the club to go off on trial in Japan, where he spent some time with a couple J3 clubs, was offered a contract, but decided to come back to Australia first. An option perhaps down the track, but no doubt one of the best players in the competition. And we're talking about how well Segredo's played. Jack Armson is no doubt one of the best players in the competition, raring to come back into the squad. Give Franco Parisi a little bit of a headache. But a good opportunity here for the visitors. Ball comes in toward Deng, who got the header away. It's just on the top netting. Butsanas was worried for only a moment. And David Debutso making himself heard as well on the sideline. I just noticed his team have dropped off a bit, and if Jordan can keep this in, I think Mariners would have been in trouble again. It almost seems as though the Mariners have made a bit of a change in their formation as well. It looks as though they've gone to 3 at the back now after that early pressure and those 3 goals conceded. Jordan back for Kambayashi. Rockdale have equalised at Linden Sports Centre. It's 2-2 now, as has Sydney United at Sydney United Sports Centre, 1-1 there against Wollongong. And down in the box goes Kuda, but didn't really ask for anything, so you can generally tell by the player's reaction. Cleared away. And Simmons, that one almost evading him. Muatamalo's had some trouble with Smythe. And I'll tell you what, he got away with that one there, Muatamalo. Lucas Smythe thought he'd done enough to get around the central defender. Jordan was making a forward run. You could hear Butsanis calling for that pass to go toward him, but instead they've played it around and Casper's almost breaking through there. Kuda goes back to Simmons. And that pass cut out by Headley. And look at the run from Neon Kuru. The Mariners could be on here. Busek, Mate Busek tried the cheeky toe poke. I thought it came off Muatamalo, but just not enough direction from Mate Busek. Here is Muatamalo. It was Alek Urushevsky that equalised for Rockdale from the spot, after Blake Rashudo was fouled in the area. Jordan. Segredo. Stewart now looking to get involved, combining with Kuda. Forced to go back, Stewart. Finds Uchino, who can hit him from distance. Great pass though, and Segredo should have had his second. He sent that well over the bar from a really good position there. Not the strike that he would have wanted to hit. Definitely the position he would have wanted to be in. The finish just didn't come. Another opportunity. Another warning sign to the Mariners. This could get out of hand should they lose their composure as they have here again. Here's Jordan. Thought about the pass. Instead, straight into the goalkeeper. Another opportunity where the home team should have done better, perhaps. Jordan already assisting Gibson once, almost doing the same again. They really are struggling here, the Mariners. Their only real outlet is Lucas Smythe and Neon Kuru to some extent, but it's just not enough, especially defensively. APIA really putting on so much pressure. And how about that for a pass from Jordan? Saw the run of Casper's, almost paid it with a fabulous ball forward, but well defended in the end by the Mariners Academy side. A throw here for APIA. Jordan back for Muatamalo. Great combination play. Segredo for Jordan. Kambayashi. The run came from Segredo once more, but it's those forward runs that are really causing the Mariners issues. They're struggling to keep up or read the runs. And it's just allowing APIA to have various options in the front third. And poor touches like that also letting him down. They got lucky on that occasion. And again, exactly how Parisi would have envisioned this first half. I'm not sure it could have been too much better, although APIA did have another 2 or 3 very good opportunities. You can't really complain when you're 3 goals to the good. But in actual fact, it could be 6. That's how dominant they have been this afternoon and in this first half. And again, great play from Jordan and Kambayashi, who saw the early pass for Gibson, but just cut out by Deng. Well defended. And well played there by Small, looking for Neon Kuru, but Kuda is strong. Ball played out wide for Antwi. Wasn't a bad pass from Skikluna. If Headley can keep it in, he can. Good ball into the near post, but cleared away by Simmons. Segredo's pass for Caspers is off. Possession for the visitors. Here's Lucas Smythe. Gets past a couple, but not Kuda. And APIA will be back here again next week in a massive doubleheader as the NPL Women's New South Wales competition kicks off. Both teams taking on Manly United, but here's Rory Jordan across the face of goal. Goalkeeper off his line quickly to thwart the danger. As we're just about to tick over into first half stoppage time, which I doubt we'll see too much of. And the Mariners will be very, very happy to hear the halftime whistle, because at the break here at Leichhardt Oval, APIA Leichhardt lead by 3-0 against the Central Coast Mariners. The scoring was opened via a Jordan Segredo stunner into the top corner. Ben Gibson then doubled the lead before Michael Kuda got on to the end of an unselfish Rory Jordan pass to round out the scoring.
Rockdale's playing Marconi at Rockdale, and the score there is
The home team could have had a few more goals, in all fairness, in this first half. The Mariners perhaps got away with a bit in the end, but a fantastic performance from Franco Parisi's men in the first half. We'll be back with you again in 15 minutes here for the second period. At halftime here at Leichhardt Oval, APIA Leichhardt 3, Central Coast Mariners 0.
See one of the staff for more information.
that won't help. It's just too loud. Okay. Oh, cool. That's no problem, mate. Nick, you too, mate. Next week. Yeah, the double header. I had Bankstown and Northern Tigers on Friday night in League One, yeah. Well, good luck, mate. Good luck. Nice to have another commentator on the team. So. Yeah, it's generally the case. Yeah. Yeah, no, mate. Wait till that rains there, mate. That's what the lady said. The lady was doing the camp. She goes, wait till it rains. Yeah. You too, mate. Whoever's doing the camera work, he's turning him down.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You reckon?
100%. Because he got really loud, and then you could still hear he was still loud, but he got turned down all the way. Didn't they do that?
They can do it at the desk. They can do it like this. But if he's getting on like mine, it's like it's 250.
He carries his own mixer, but why would he turn himself down?
But there's an actuator to.
You're here now.
He's wearing a headset.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That might be main desk.
Maybe, yeah.
Because it sounded like it was breaking up. It's picking.
I tried to control mine for the first goal. I think I did.
No, you're pretty good.
гледат на YouTube. Utakmicu. Ne znam kako da se sad stavi. Napiši APIA, kako će mi doći. Ajme. And the players have re-emerged for the second half here at Leichhardt Oval. It was a fantastic first 45-minute display from APIA Leichhardt. They scored 3 goals inside the first 23 minutes. And they left the Central Coast Mariners shell-shocked, to say the least. And the young side have not been able to recover from that early onslaught. Jordan Segredo opened the scoring with a spectacular strike, one that you'll definitely see throughout the week on social media. Ben Gibson then made it 2 before Michael Kuda scored the third. A very good half from APIA. They were up and running early, putting the pressure on, making it difficult for the young Mariners team. And it looks as though they've made some changes here at the break. Not so much personnel, but more so the way they're lining up. They've moved into a 4-4-2, it seems, trying to combat this dangerous APIA Leichhardt attack. And Deng plays the ball back, and again Parate Cullen getting tricky there with his feet, almost getting caught out. Kambayashi releases Jordan early. That pass cut out by Guntunas. Here's Caspers for Gibson. Gibson and Caspers combine. Gibson on the volley, just over the bar. Scored a volley in the first half. Almost had another. Already got 2 goals for this campaign. Does Ben Gibson, arrived from Sydney FC over the break. High hopes for him at APIA Leichhardt. Franco Parisi speaking very positively about the youngster. In the meantime, it's full-time at Illingdon Sports Centre. 2-2 that game finished there between Rockdale and the Marconi Stallions. Yakov Malbasha, one of the young boys, coming off the bench and almost scoring the winner in the final moments of stoppage time, only to be denied by the Rockdale goalkeeper. Well, at City United Sports Centre in Denzer Park, Lockie Scott gave Wollongong the lead in the first half. Stephen de Robiliard equalised, only for Lockie Scott again to pounce and score late to give Wollongong a 2-1 victory over Sydney United. Their first points of the season. So, interestingly, after round 2, there's only one team on maximum points, and that is the Western Sydney Wanderers, 2 from 2. That just shows you how tight this competition will be as Kambayashi looks to break forward. Great ball from Uchino. How about that for a pass for Jack Stewart? Stewart now looking to go one-on-one. His pass cut out by Deng. Always had a phenomenal passing range as Adrian Uchino, and he's getting on in age, but still able to hit those Steven Gerrard-esque flat-driven passes. A fabulous player over the years, and a real APIA Leichhardt legend as well. Aside from APIA, I think the only club that Uchino may have played for in his senior career. Used the Bonnyrigg White Eagles, but nevertheless spent the most time here at Lambert Park. Although we aren't at Lambert Park, obviously, we're at Leichhardt Oval, and that is due to the refurbishment of Lambert Park. And from my understanding, the club hopes to be back at their spiritual home within the next 2 months. I believe April is the hope. So we'll be back at a refurbished Lambert Park, new synthetic pitch being implemented as we speak. So a brand new playing surface for APIA Leichhardt incoming. Here is Jordan. Uchino. Kuda's pass cut out by Paragali. Here's Deng. Plays it back to Perate Cullen. Simmons looking to send the diagonal towards Stewart. He finds him as well. Here's Stewart now one-on-one with the Mariners captain. Delivers it toward Gibson. Great header. Forces a great save as well from the Mariners keeper. It was bound for the top corner, but the Mariners keeper getting there and tipping that one out for a corner. Segredo will take the corner kick for the home team. And the Tall Timbers made their way up as well. Simmons, Muatamalo and Kuda. Very physical in the box as well. The ball goes toward Muatamalo. The keeper got there to get a fist to it. And the Mariners clear their lines. And it'll roll all the way out for a throw-in deep inside Apia's half. No pressure, so they've got the ability to move the ball around now. Saya Kambayashi arriving at Lambert Park from Manly United. He was one of Manly's best players last season. Able to use both his left and right feet. Excellent off-season signing. One of many for APIA. They almost break through there again. The Mariners' defence worked it out on that occasion. Here's Muatamalo. And Simmons again finds the fantastic ball for Stewart. But the flag's raised on the far side. That was very, very tight. I thought that Stewart was onside. It's a handball now going against Deng. Michael Paragali, a judge to have played the free kick, and Deng used his hands to stop it. I think the Mariners tried to get away with that. They did play that ball. Deng Soil's in a bit of trouble, so thought it's back to Sheva. First ball's free. Not on this occasion, though. Eric Saba calling it back for the free kick, which Jordan Segredo will deliver. Seen one spectacular strike, surely not from this sort of range. And too much on that cross from the goal scorer. Just a goal kick for the Mariners. And Lucas Villela would have been very frustrated had his team conceded from that. It's one of those coach killers, and they've given it away here. Uchino, Caspers with a little bit of a turn there. Got away from his defender. Not the second one, though. And they're breaking here via Mate Busek. But Neon Kuru, who's been almost non-existent in this second half. He was one of the Mariners' most dangerous players in the first. But here's Busek into the bottom corner, easily gathered by Butsanis. I said Nyonkuru was perhaps the Mariners' most dangerous first half player, but the second half, we haven't seen much of him at all. And Villela will be hoping that he can get his number 11 more involved and more into the action. Here's Kuda. Simmons back for Butsanis. Mariners readying their substitutes, so we could see some changes soon. Moatamalo's pass cut out by Mate Busek. On the bench for the Central Coast Mariners, Yanni Nassis, Angus Reid, Adil Tosca, Arthur De Lima, Prayag Thapa, and Daniel Vickers, the reserve goalkeeper. For APIA, Anthony Sparacino, Nick Sullivan, Sean Simmons, Alex Parks, Dakota Askew, and Alex Denmead. A pass given away straight to the feet of the APIA captain, Uchino, who finds the ball for Jordan, who now threads it through for Gibson. One-on-one, flag raised. It was a nice finish from the youngster, but the flag was raised on the far side. And I think that one was pretty close as well. But how about that threaded ball from Rory Jordan? Inch perfect, as was the pass from Adrian Uchino. Simmons there, fouled. Late challenge from Lucas Smythe. It's a poor pass back from the experienced Simmons. Almost like an uncontrolled forehand. Luckily for them, though, there was no pressure from the Mariners. Here's Kuda, great feet from Kuda to put it between the legs. The cross doesn't match, though. Still needed to be dealt with. We did have a substitute at the break because Adil Tosca is the one that headed that one out for the corner. So Tosca has come in at halftime for the Mariners. Corner here now for APIA Leichhardt. Driven ball in, dealt with comfortably by Smythe. Kambayashi under a bit of pressure. And they'll go all the way back to Butsanis, who threads the ball forward for Kambayashi. 4 yellow shirts very quickly up to put the pressure on. Segredo manages to keep it, and look at Kambayashi go here. But well defended by Tosca. Ball given straight back though. And neither side able to really keep a hold of the ball in that little moment of play. Kuda again through the legs, this time of Nyonkuru. And fines will be... And another one there from Stewart, and the fines are going to be very heavy. Here's Stewart across goal, cleared only as far as Segredo, and his effort is deflected out for a corner. I mentioned the fines. $10 nutmegs. It all adds up. I'm sure there'll be someone noting those down in the Mariners squad. It's unavailable today. Be in swinging corner from Segredo. Ball comes in. Simmons wanted it. Smythe headed away. 2 times now Smythe has been the one to clear the danger. And a smart foul there by Adrian Uccino. The Mariners looked as though they were heading for a good opportunity, but again, they looked to play it early. And the experience from Josh Simmons just to stand over the ball and slow things down just that extra couple seconds to allow himself and the rest of his teammates to get back into position. And it's so important just having that type of experience within the squad, knowing when to slow things down, knowing when to put your foot on the ball, when to kick it away if you need to as well. That's what Simmons brings along with his quality to this APIA team. Cleared away by Alex Guntunas. And 15 minutes into the second half, no goals. Great play here by APIA if they can get out. Gibson flicks it on for Segredo, and now he's bearing down on goal. Still Segredo. Shakes off. Dang, Segredo off the bar. That would have been a special goal. Jordan Segredo did absolutely everything right there. In the end, shook off Chair Deng as though he wasn't there and just had to place it beyond the keeper. Either side of him would have been enough. Hit it with a bit too much power and the effort uncontrolled. Skimmed the top of the bar. And it remains 3-0. Again, it just seems as though the Mariners are playing themselves into a little bit of trouble. They've got away with it here, though. And Smythe couldn't play the ball. But again, intelligence from Uccino. This time he'll get a yellow card. And Smythe played that ball through. Nyonkuru was bearing down on Boutsanis' goal. And could have had the Mariners back in this one. Just under half an hour remaining. I'll go back to the bench, the Mariners. Yanni Nassis will come on. Coming off is Ty Headley. Put in a good shift in the first half.
Substitution for Central Coast Mariners coming off, number 27.
Free kick comes in now from Skikluna. Boutsanis came out but didn't really connect, and shots come in again, but wide and over the target. Boutsanis not worried there with the effort, but perhaps should have done better coming out for that first ball. He didn't quite get his bearings right. A great touch from Jordan to get away from Tosca. Here's Kura. Saw the run from Caspers, but intercepted by Nyonkuru. And a miscommunication between Paragali and Nyonkuru. Means it'll be an APIA throw. Simmons finds Caspers. Turns, plays it in for Gibson, but the flag's up again. Offside, Ben Gibson. That one, I believe the assistant got spot on this time. It was close, but it seemed offside from this angle. Looks as though Dakota Askew could be coming on soon. In fact, it could be it'll be a double change for APIA, and won't be Askew, not yet. It'll be Nick Sullivan and Anthony Sparacino. Great challenge there from Simmons. Stewart plays it back for Uchino. Caspers now. The run was there from Jordan, but he was quickly closed down and couldn't play the pass. Kuda back for Simmons. Spreads the ball wide for Kambayashi, who almost kept that in. I won't make the change. In fact, they will. I thought they weren't going to, but the signal came. And Nick Sullivan, I remember seeing him a couple of years ago at the Sutherland Sharks, and I thought this is one special player.
Double substitution.
And unfortunately, injury set him back.
Coming on, number 6, Anthony Sparacino.
But he's slowly making a comeback. He finished the last campaign with the Bonnyrigg White Eagles, scored a few goals there as well.
The captain, Adrian Uchino.
And he's now here at APIA. And I think once he's fit and ready to go, he missed the majority of last year. So slowly building himself to full fitness. But once he's fit and gets going, he's another player that's almost unstoppable when playing at his best. So Sparacino and Sullivan coming on for the captain, Adrian Uchino, and Josh Simmons. And now Sullivan has been given one to chase, but Deng dealt with it. Gets it back from his keeper. Gibson put on a bit of pressure, but dealt with by Deng. Kuda comes in and intercepts. Here's Busek, his pass cut out. Tosca. Now Skikluna. And Kambayashi steals in there and wins the ball. Gibson running at the defence. He saw the keeper off his line. Cheeky, but not enough behind that to really put the Mariners under any more worry. It looks as though Sean Simmons will be the next to enter the fray for APIA. Smythe can't bring that one down. Here's Stewart. Still Stewart dancing around one or two, but gave the pass away now. Smythe. Nyonkuru making the forward run, and it's been spotted. Battling away with Kuda, and there's a high foot there. I think that's a penalty, and it is. Michael Kuda fouling there. Donatien Nyonkuru. It'll be Lucas Smythe with the opportunity from the spot to make it 3-1 and really give the Mariners a lifeline with just over 20 minutes remaining. That'll be a massive confidence boost for this young side. If Lucas Smythe is able to beat Butanis from the spot, it'll make for a very, very interesting conclusion to this game. It's Smythe v. Butanis. Yellow card for Kuda as well for the foul. It was excellent work from Nyonkuru not to give up on that and get himself in front of Kuda and force him into making the foul. And Smythe steps up now and sends the keeper the wrong way. The Mariners are back in this one now. Their first real opportunity of the game. And they've put it away via Lucas Smythe. But again, it was Nyonkuru. And you see And here coaches tell players on so many occasions, get in front of the defender when you're dribbling the ball, because the defender's only got one option, and that's to bring you down, as Kuda did there. And the Central Coast Mariners have taken that gift. I don't want to concede here straight from the kickoff, really. Sullivan. Now Kuda. Stewart. Well defended by the captain, Paragali. Franco Parisi showing that still got some techers. Even though he's wearing Jordans. There you go. Ball there for Rory Jordan, who's closed down by Tosca. And now Matej Busek runs the ball forward. And you can see a little bit of a spring in the Mariners' step now. Busek picks it up again, looking for options. He had Lucas Smythe in the box, but chose to go on his own. Still Busek. Now Nyonkuru. Smythe closed down well. And Stewart comes away with it. They've given it straight back. Deng. Nyonkuru. Back heels it to Paragali. And that pass cut out. You can hear Villela and his staff saying he just took too long to play that ball. And now the Mariners could be in trouble. Gibson, heavy touch, let him down. But Stewart picks up the second ball. Jordan's at the far post. Stewart gets into the box. Well read by Deng. Good defending from the tall Mariners central defender. Here's Kikluna. Reverse pass for that man Nyonkuru again. Boutsanis has come, and Boutsanis could be on his way off here. Oh, he's got away with that. Has Boutsanis. He's so lucky not to have seen red there. It's that man Nyonkuru again creating problems for APIA. And the only reason I think he didn't see red is because Nyonkuru was going away from goal, but that's a very tough call. And had the Mariners, had APIA gone down to 10 there, things would have become even more interesting. I mean, yeah, still could, if the young side is able to find a goal here. Skikluna will take this free kick. Delivers into the box toward Deng, headed away only as far as Busek, who's robbed of possession. And now Gibson making the forward run, as is Jordan. And Gibson, it was just a little bit too far in front of him. He couldn't get there. The counter was on. Parisi will make a double change. Sean Simmons and Alex Denmead to come on. I suspect Gibson will be one to make way. And perhaps Caspers as well. Sullivan wide for Gibson. And we'll see those changes now, I believe. It's Rory Jordan who'll come off, and Gibson. Both taking their time to come off. Gibson scoring a second goal this afternoon. He's second of the season. Rory Jordan had a fantastic game, always involved, always a danger man as well. Showing how unselfish he is as well as a footballer.
Double substitution for
Setting
APIA
up the
Leichhardt.
goal
Number
for
16,
Gibson.
Sean Simmons.
It'll be a throw to the Central Coast Mariners, but I believe they'll throw it back to APIA.
And number 30, Alex Denmead.
Here's Baracino. Ball sent wide. Substitute Simmons the target. Simmons runs toward the byline, gets there, but just got a little confused in the end. It was the right move, but just should have played it the first time he thought of it. Instead, just a goal kick to the Mariners, and they've played it already. Poor pass there from Guntunas. Just over 15 minutes remaining here at Leichhardt Oval. It's the home team that lead by 3-1, but they've somewhat gone to sleep. First, the penalty, an error by Michael Kuda, bringing down Nyonkuru in the box. Shortly after, Boutsanis was very lucky not to see red after a foul himself just outside the area on Nyonkuru again. Since there, Parisi has made a couple changes, hoping to calm things down. And Matej Busek has come off. In his place is Prayag Thapa. Here's Stewart. Back for Kambayashi. Sparacino. Denmead. Exciting player, Alex Denmead. Scored a opened his account last year in the top tier. Youngster promoted from the 20s. Nice feet from Simmons. Segredo robbed there by Nyonkuru. He is the troublemaker, Nyonkuru. It's the third player that's been booked for a foul on Nyonkuru. This time it's Jordan Segredo. And here is Nyonkuru once more. Nassus. Paragali under pressure. Denmead trying to pinch that one, and he does so. We run at Guntunas now. Lots of space in front. Stewart wants it. Still young Denmead marches forward, and just as he played that ball towards Stewart, he was brought down. Fair challenge, says Eric Saba. It looks as though Guntunas is down. Cramp is the issue. Angus Reid being readied in case a substitution is required for Lucas Villela's side. Deng finds Nyonkuru. Good turn from Nyonkuru. Paragali didn't really read the pass though. An experienced play there from Simmons to win the goal kick. Didn't have much else or anywhere else to go, but still won his team something there. And of course it'll just eat away into the little time remaining for the Mariners. But a much better performance structurally and defensively from the Central Coast Mariners in the second half. They've been a lot better, a lot tougher to break down as well. Simmons tried to flick that one through for Kuda, but well defended. Now Nyonkuru. Skikluna. Villela asking his team to play the ball higher. He's Thupper. Does that, but unsuccessfully. Straight into the hands of the opposition goalkeeper. Here is Butsanis. Muatamalo. Sparacino plays it forward for Kuda. Segredo makes the run and he gets the ball now. Deng is there with him for company. Back for Simmons. And Kuda just couldn't control that one. And now the Mariners can perhaps break his. Kikluna plays the ball through, but offside flag is raised on Yanni Nassis. Sigh of relief from APIA and Franco Parisi. Foul. Free kick for the home side. Nyonkuru closes down Kuda. Here's Denmead. Driving forward is Sullivan, finds Stewart, and now Stewart to settle the game. Sends his effort wide of the target. He should have scored there, Jack Stewart. Should have opened his account for 2024. And put the final nail in the Mariners' coffin. But like this, the Mariners still have a bit of hope. Just over 5 minutes remain here. Matamalo intercepts there. Matamalo forward for Denmead. Now Sullivan driving forward. Nick Sullivan flicking it forward for Jack Stewart. Keeper out quickly to pick up the loose ball. Here is Simmons. Finds Segredo. Well defended once more from the Mariners. As I said, they've been much better defensively in this second half. But too many of those have cost them. And it could cost them once more. Stewart just couldn't find the pass in front of Denmead. Just wants to play out of all situations that they find themselves in, the Mariners. And Neonkuru now running forward, brought down by Caspers. It's another one on Neonkuru. Once he turns and faces the opposition goal, he's quite dangerous and tough to bring down, and tough to stop. Needs to be brought down. It's the only way to stop a dangerous attack developing any further. They've had a few situations from here, the Mariners, and they haven't really made anything count or made anything of them. They'd like to at least put some pressure on Boutsanis and force him into a save at least. Neonkuru worked tirelessly the whole game. He's, it seems, struggling himself with a bit of cramp. Skikluna stands over this one. Limping away, Neonkuru. He's beating the walls this afternoon. Skikluna goes direct, but disappointing effort from the Mariners' number 8. Never challenging or putting Boutsanis under any pressure with that sort of an effort. As things stand, APIA are heading toward their first victory of the season, their first 3 points after last week's disappointing 6-3 defeat to Blacktown City. They've really bounced back. It's been a fine performance from them for the most part. Here's Smythe, though. Wants to bring those celebrations to a halt. Padagali delivers. Gone down again there, Smythe. Half shouts for a penalty. Nothing came though. Smythe is still down. And another challenge, this time Sullivan. Smythe slowly getting to his feet now. These are the last opportunities for the Mariners to make for a nervy last few minutes here at Leichhardt Oval. If they can't score here, well, you've got to think that this game is going the way of APIA. I think that'll be a corner, it will. Last touch coming off an APIA player. Another opportunity now for the visitors to get their second of the afternoon. Skikluna will deliver the corner. Deng's got away from his marker and spilt there by the keeper, and had to be better there from Adil Tosca. Just couldn't react as the ball fell to his feet. Boutsanis again coming and not claiming. Goalkeeper needs to collect that ball there. Or punch away. Boutsanis did neither, but went unpunished. Loss of possession by the visitors. Stewart now running at the Mariners defence. Simmons. A couple Mariners players got in each other's way there. Spreads the ball back out wide for Stewart. Will keep it in. But well defended once more by the Mariners. And APIA will slowly see this one out now. They showed fight though, the Mariners, which is very important for them. They also went down last week. They'll remain on 0 points, but they fought hard in the second half. Didn't give up. Gave themselves some sort of an opportunity when Lucas Smythe cut the 3-0 lead to 3-1. They had a few more half opportunities, but didn't really go their way. And they'll need to bounce back next week. As I said, APIA will be back here again, doubleheader with the women's team. Great ball in, Denmead with the chance. Wins the corner. As I said, APIA will be back here next week when they host Manly United. Doubleheader with the women's team, who open their season campaign. Central Coast Mariners are also back at home. They host newly promoted Hills United, who have started the season well, won their first game. Lost yesterday, but were unlucky not to come away with a point in the end. It's a goal kick. Last touch coming off Sean Simmons. Sparacino wins the header. Parate Cullen sends it forward. Won by Kambayashi. Arthur De Lima playing the ball back. Neon Kuru still making forward runs. So late on, trying to further cut the lead of APIA. And the flag will be raised here against Adil Tosca. We're into stoppage time, and I believe Eric Saba will soon enough blow the full-time whistle. Deng wins that ball, sent forward. Maybe last chance here for the Mariners, but it rolls into the hands of Butsanis, who sends it back towards Simmons. Used his body well, and strong challenge from Deng, who wins the throw. Last touch coming off the substitute Simmons. Caspers for Simmons. Saw the run of Stewart. Will APIA get a fourth here? Stewart plays it square for Sullivan, who touches it on to Denmead, and well saved by the goalkeeper. Great play from APIA, as now Tosca leads the charge for the Mariners the other way, but Kambayashi stands tall. Not for long though. Pinch back by the Mariners. That cross disappointing. It'll be a goal kick to APIA. I'd say that's just about that as the full-time whistle is blown. APIA Leichhardt come away with all 3 points, winning this round 2 clash here at Leichhardt Oval by 3-1 against the Central Coast Mariners. Jordan Segredo opened the scoring in the first half with a spectacular effort. Ben Gibson then doubled the lead before Michael Kuda made it 3, all inside the first 25 minutes. The Mariners rallied in the second half. They changed their defensive shape, were much harder to break down, and even got themselves what will prove to be a consolation, but still never gave up. Lucas Smythe scoring his first of the season from the spot. They were perhaps unlucky as well not to see the opposition keeper, Anthony Busanis, see red for a challenge on Nyonkuru. But in the end, APIA did enough to come away with the spoils. APIA will be back here at Leichhardt Oval again next week as they host Manly United, while the Central Coast Mariners are also back at home on Sunday when they host Hills United. For now, that's full time here at Leichhardt Oval. APIA Leichhardt 3, Central Coast Mariners 1.